Hello everyone, can you see and hear me? Okay, so you can see and hear me. Good, good. All right, so hello, good afternoon, Christy. Good afternoon, Mehek, the MJ Mehek. Ritik, good afternoon, good afternoon. I'm in the hood right now, singing your favorite song. Hello, good afternoon. And today we are going to be discussing the Hindu editorial of the 22nd June. Good afternoon, MS Ishani. Good afternoon, Aman. Hello. All right, so can we get started with today's editorial? I think we should get started. No, who is it then? Who? No, Aman man. We should. Okay, let's get rolling. Let's start. Before we get started, I have to tell you about my Telegram channel, if this slide lets me. Yes. All right, so this is my Telegram channel. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do subscribe to the channel. It is Unacademy underscore Vaishnavi underscore CLAT. ऐसे नहीं मिल रहा है तो आप QR कोड स्कैन कर सकते हैं और अगर वैसे भी नहीं मिल रहा है तो you can simply type Vaishnavi Pandey 31. You will be able to find my channel. All right, this is where you will find the notes of this class. अगर आप ये QR कोड स्कैन करेंगे तो आपको क्लास के नोट्स मिल जाएंगे कि क्या हो रहा है, कितने बजे हो रहा है. सॉरी, annotation के साथ notes मिल जाएंगे. Okay, you will get the notes along with the annotation. Okay, so you have to scan this QR code and it is added in the blue strip as well. Okay, it is added in the blue strip as well, so you can scan it from there. Now, the Wheel of Free English is a special free session for all of you. This has been specially curated for the purpose of improving and enhancing reading comprehension and exam preparation के लिए जो भी ज़रूरत होता है skills उसके लिए. So in this Wheel of Time, we generally on Monday we have grammar and Saturdays we have editorial quiz, editorial vocabulary quiz. Okay, so this happens from Monday to Saturday. So please make sure that you are there, present there, because this is going to really help you a lot. And it has been set in a way that your priorities in English भी ऐसी ही रहनी चाहिए. Okay, ऐसी ही रहनी चाहिए. सबसे ज़्यादा आपको reading comprehension practice करना चाहिए, but the others are not. It is not that they are not important at all. Something that you will never see again. Okay, so that's why vocabulary is something that we are doing 2 days, 1 day of grammar. All right. So let's get started. Can we get started? Unfinished lab, Vedika. No, this is not Manipur. Yes, we are going to be doing the Manipur editorial. Absolutely. That's what we are going to be doing. Let's get rolling. So let's start with the words. बहुत सारे ऐसे words हैं जो पहले ही हमने कर रखा है. Okay, we have already done it before. We have already seen these words before. Okay. Designated is a verb. Okay, ed आ रहा है designate करना और designated. Okay, ed past form है. Okay, so already appointed in that case. Okay, so designated would be the past form, so appointed. Okay, designate करना is to appoint करना. अपॉइंट करना किसी को किसी स्पेसिफिक ऑफिस या पोस्ट के लिए. ओके, सो डेजिग्नेट समवन टू अ स्पेसिफिक पोस्ट और डेजिग्नेट समवन टू अ स्पेसिफिक जॉब रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इज बेसिकली किसी को किसी जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी के लिए, किसी जॉब या किसी पोजीशन के लिए अपॉइंट करना होता है. ओके, दैट इज टू डेजिग्नेट समथिंग. ऑलराइट, देन वी हैव रेस्टोरेशन. ओके, रेस्टोरेशन ऑफ समथिंग, रिस्टोर करना से आया है. रिस्टोर इज द verb form. Okay, so this word we have done it before. Restoration भी हमने पहले किया है. Restore करना हमने पहले किया है. This word also we have done it before. The action of returning something to a former owner, place और condition. Okay, तो restore करना या restoration can be या तो आप जहां पर था पहले कोई चीज वहीं पर उसको वापस रख रहे हो. ओके, वापस रख रहे हो, या उसके पहले जो ओनर थे उनके पास वापस दे रहे हो. ठीक है, जैसे आपने पापा की कार यूज की और उसके बाद फिर जब आप कार का यूज हो गया आपका, एंड नाउ यू स्टार्टेड वर्किंग, you are independent, then you are going to return it to the former owner. Okay, that is your father. So the restoration of the car was done last evening. Okay, प्लेस वापस से किसी चीज को वापस से पहले वाले जगह पे रखना. और कंडीशन रिस्टोर करना जनरली हम कंडीशन पे यूज करते हैं, जहां हम किसी चीज को वापस से, जैसे वो पहले जिस कंडीशन में था उस कंडीशन में उसको वापस से लाना. जनरली अच्छे कंडीशन में पहले था एंड बाद में बर्बाद हो गया था. सो वी व्हाट डू वी डू, वी रिस्टोर इट टू द प्रीवियस स्टेट. ओके, सो द प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड रेस्टोरेशन. ऑलराइट, then we have legitimate. Legitimate is also an adjective, not also. Legitimate is an adjective over here. Legitimate ruler, legitimate owner, legitimate documents. Okay, so legitimate का मतलब क्या होता है, अगर कोई चीज को valid माना जाता है, मान्य माना जाता है, that is legitimate. Okay, valid माना जाता है by law और by rule या jurisdiction के हिसाब से, it is logical. Okay, so justify, something that can be justified with logic. Okay, something that you can defend with logic. आप ऐसी चीज जब legitimate किसी चीज को बोलते हैं तो आप किसी चीज को लॉजिकल बताने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, उसको जस्टिफाई कर रहे हो कि दिस इज a legitimate document. Okay, so you are trying to say that it is a valid document, it is a logical document, it is a justifiable document. Okay, so legitimate. Crippling. Now, crippling generally, cripple is uh, uh, tough topic. Okay, so let me just say it this way. Okay, crippling हम generally इस यूजेज के लिए नहीं यूज करते हैं. causing a severe and almost insuperable problem. Okay, so insuperable problem या severe problem को crippling problem कहते हैं. Okay, crippling is basically where योर जनरली उस चीज का सपोर्ट सिस्टम चला जाता है. ओके, सो किसी चीज को क्रिपल कर देना मतलब किसी चीज में कोई चारा नहीं छोड़ना. ओके, कोई चारा नहीं छोड़ना कि आप कुछ उसके बारे में कर सको. ओके, सो दिस entire situation was crippling. Okay, was crippling the economy. So that means it was basically इकोनॉमी के पैर काट रहे थे. ओके, सो पैर काट देना इज क्रिपलिंग. ओके, ऐसा कोई सिचुएशन या सिनेरियो जिसमें सपोर्ट सिस्टम, जिस चीज पे वो जो उसका फाउंडेशन होता है, जिस चीज पे वो खड़ा होता है, उसको हटा देना. ओके, सो द इंटायर थिंग फॉल्स डाउन. ओके, सो दैट इज क्रिपलिंग. ओके, सो एडजेक्टिव है तो इसके बाद हमेशा एक नाउन यूज होगा. क्रिपलिंग व्हाट? ओके, क्रिपलिंग सिनेरियो, क्रिपलिंग सिचुएशन, क्रिपलिंग इकोनॉमिक कंडीशंस, crippling mindset. Okay, so it can be crippling anything. Next is, so this is a new word, but I think we have seen it before. So I will mark it star and new as well. Okay. Next is exemption. Exemption का मतलब भी हमने बहुत बारी देखा है, बाप रे. Exemption का मतलब क्या होता है? The action of freeing us or state of being free from an obligation. कोई भी obligation से आप आपको छूट मिली हुई होती है, दैट इज एग्जेम्पशन. ओके. या लायबिलिटी इम्पोज्ड ऑन अदर्स. ओके. सो जो जो पनिशमेंट या लायबिलिटी, जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दूसरों के लिए है, वो आप पे नहीं इम्पोज हो रही है. ओके. दूसरों पे इम्पोज है, वो आप पे नहीं इम्पोज हो रही है. दैट मीन्स यू आर एग्जेम्प्टेड from those responsibilities or from those liabilities. Okay. Exempt करना. Exempt is the verb form. ओके. मूविंग ऑन टू नेक्स्ट वर्ड. नेक्स्ट वर्ड इज बिलीगर्ड. ये भी हमने पहले देखा है. बिलीगर्ड इज इन अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन. कोई भी बिलीगर्ड स्टेट में रहता है तो द पर्सन इज इन अ डिफिकल्ट स्टेट. ओके. सो द पर्सन इज इन अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट स्टेट, इज इन अ बिलीगर्ड स्टेट. तो कठिनाई वाले सिचुएशन का सामना करना में रहना is in a beleaguered state. Okay. Inflammatory. Okay. Inflammatory is again something that we have seen before. Okay. So inflammation cause karta hai stomach mein, those things are called inflammatory. And when we are talking about writing or speech, उस sense में हमने देखा है पहले भी, but फिर देखते हैं. राइटिंग और स्पीच के सेंस में ऐसे राइटिंग या स्पीच जो क्या करते हैं, लोगों को गुस्सा दिलाने के लिए या वायलेंट फीलिंग्स उत्पन्न करने के लिए यूज किए जाते हैं. ओके. सो ऐसे स्पीचेस या ऐसे राइटिंग जो भड़काने के लिए, लोगों को भड़काने के लिए, लोगों को गुस्सा दिलाने के लिए यूज किए जाते हैं. ओके. सो दैट इज इन्फ्लामेटोरी. ओके. इन्फ्लामेटोरी कमेंट, इन्फ्लामेटोरी स्पीच, इन्फ्लामेटोरी राइटिंग. ओके. Inflammation is the verb form, sorry, noun form. Inflammation is the noun form. All right. Now next is a sledgehammer. This is new word, but sledgehammer aa gaya to you understand that it is a sort of a hammer. Okay. It is a huge hammer. Okay. A large heavy hammer used for such jobs as breaking rocks and driving in fence post. Okay. So basically sledgehammer एक बहुत बड़े हथौड़े को कहते हैं. Okay. एक बहुत बड़े हथौड़े को कहते हैं. ओके. सो बेसिकली अगर कोई बहुत बड़ा यहाँ पर इट इज बीइंग यूज्ड एज अ कॉन्टेक्स्ट. ओके. कॉन्टेक्स्ट के हिसाब से यूज हुआ है स्लेज हैमर. तो बेसिकली इश्यूज को स्मैश करना. ओके. विथ अ स्लेज हैमर इन दैट वे इट इज बीइंग यूज्ड. ओके. किसी चीज को स्मैश कर दिया जा रहा है, दबा दिया जा रहा है बहुत उसे, दैट इज टू यूज अ स्लेज हैमर. ओके. Next is contravention. Again, this is something that we have done. Like, let's consider this word as well as new. Okay, an action which offends against a law, treaty or other ruling. Okay, contravention कोई भी action जो किसी law या treaty या किसी भी ruling के against जाता. Okay, that is contravention. Okay. All right, so these were the words: designated, restoration, legitimate, crippling, exemption, beleaguered, inflammatory, sledgehammer, and contravention. Let's look at the sentences now. Gullu the Slayer से start करते हैं. The designated, she designated the place where we were supposed to meet. Very nice. Supposed to meet. Very nice. Gullu the Slayer. Sahil, Rakesh was designated as the manager in the restaurant. Very nice, Sahil. Good job. I was designated as the part of the decoration team for a farewell party. Very nice, Vedika. Good job. Triranga, the lake was recently designated as a conservation area. Conservation area. So why waste money by booking any cafeteria? Very nice, Truranga. Good job. The place is closed for restoration. Restoration purposes. Restoration. Okay, very nice, Gulu. Lakshya, could you please break words in their word roots? Lakshya, there is another class for that. Just may we do that. Okay. Here, it would make no sense कि अगर मैं इनका root word भी बताने लगूं, it would be a lot to do. Okay. So, there is another session that we take. अगर मेरे general classes में plus sub classes में आओगे, तो you will see that we do chapters from Word Palm Made Easy by Norman Lewis. Thank you for all the hearts, everyone. Not everyone, whoever is giving, I mean, those who are giving me the hearts. Thank you. Okay. Okay, Lakshan. Uh, Christy, my sister was designed as cabinet, designated as cabinet secretary post. Okay. My sister was designated for the cabinet secretary post. Okay, Christy, good job. Sahil, NLU is the considered as NLU is considered as the legitimate law school in the eyes of reputed law firms. Very nice, Sahil. Good job. NLUs are referred to as, okay, are considered as. Okay, Vedika. The government hospital near my house is undergoing restoration. Very nice, Vedika. Good job. Sickness is a legitimate reason for asking for leave. Very nice, Gulu the Slayer. Yes, it is. Ashrita, he was designated of the as the head of the department of CSE branch, computer science, right? CSE batch. Okay. Ritik, adultery was unlawful in IPC 497 in India, but legitimate in America. Okay, Ritik. Under under the IPC 497, okay, under the IPC 497 in India, but legitimate in America. All right. Good job, Ritik. Hivan, I was designated as Luke Skywalker. Oh my God, Hivan, you just made my day. Very nice. Luke Skywalker to kill Darth Vader, but it backfired, and he said, "You don't know the power of the dark side." Good job, Hivan. Okay. Triranga, okay, everybody, keep attention. Pay attention, okay? Okay, everybody, pay attention. Sickness is not a legitimate reason for asking for leave in my company. Okay, Triranga, good job. What an awful company. Okay, Sahil, being a handicapped while serving in the army crippled him to be an army veteran. Okay. Mm-mm. Uh, the officer, okay, after the crippling incidents, okay, after the crippling incidents, or the officer was left crippled after the incidents and was fine and had to retire as an army veteran. Okay. So, Sahil, that should be it. Okay. Aman, I designated my ex to meet my boyfriend. Wow, Aman, what a shit show will that be? Sahil, teenagers are the exemption, have the exemption from social norms. Okay. Teenagers think they have exemption from social norms. Okay. Think. They just think that they have exemption. Okay, Palak, whoever designated you really needs to his action, legitimize his actions, as you have caused crippling situation in the office by your inflammatory policies. Very nice, Palak. Good job. All right, moving on to Hivan, my grandfather's old Mustang from 1960s is being restored into a beast. Very nice one. Good job. Good job. Christy, I exempted him from my life, but it is beleaguered for me to at that time. I was beleaguered at that time. Okay. I felt beleaguered at that time. Okay. In a Okay. So Ranga, she was given exemption from final examination. Congratulations for 1 year loss, buddy. Buddy Wedney. Buddy Wedney. Okay, good job, Tiranga. Ashruta, sickness is the legitimate reason for students to. My God, how many ways are you going to use legitimate, everyone? We understood. Sickness is a legitimate reason. Got it, everyone. Stop using the same sentences. Okay, sickness is the legitimate reason for students to get a holiday in school. Okay, Ashruta. Vedika, it is legitimate to directly approach the SC when our fundamental rights are being violated. Very nice, Vedika. Good job. My inflammatory speech backfired. Backfired. Okay. Sahel cookie community consider themselves sledgehammered by Methi community in Northeast. Very nice, Sahil. Okay, by यहाँ पर होना चाहिए, not from. Okay, Tiranga, on Halloween, I know the trick or treaters, the little trick or treaters are going to beleaguer me all night long. Yes, Triranga, you are an old hag who's staying in the US or possibly Canada. And these little trick or treaters will come knocking at your door. Very nice. He was in direct contravention of the law. Very nice, Gulu the Slayer. The hostage were restored to their homes after the terrorist attack in the restaurant. Very nice, Ashrita. Rahul Gandhi's cleanliness is very inflammatory for those who like Modi ji. Cleanliness. What? Rahul Gandhi's cleanliness. Okay, Aman, this grammatically sahi hai. Okay, contravention of Naxalism. Naxalism is concerns for the government. Is a concern for the government. Okay. Good afternoon, Aditya. Good afternoon. She beleaguered herself by not legitimizing her own son in front of the court. Very nice, Palak. Brilliant. Ma'am, last wala word समझा दो. Contravention ऐसे चीज को कहते हैं जो किसी लॉ के अगेंस्ट जाता है. कोई भी ऐसी चीज. ओके, इट कैन बी एन आइडिया, इट कैन बी अ पॉलिसी, इट कैन बी अ स्टेप, इट कैन बी समथिंग दैट यू हैव डन. ओके, जो क्या करता है, लॉ के अगेंस्ट जाता है या लॉ को हानि पहुंचाता है, ऑफेंड करता है, या किसी ट्रीटी को या किसी रूलिंग के अगेंस्ट चला जाता है. ओके, सो दैट इज कॉन्ट्रवेंशन. ओके, आकांक्षा, पावर कैन बी लीगल or illegal, but authority is always a legitimate power. Very nice, Akansha. Good job. Alpesh, ma'am, can you use sledgehammer as a verb? Yes, sledgehammered. Okay. Yes, you can use it. Alpesh, absolutely. Ritik, the ethnic dispute in the last decade in Sri Lanka caused inflammation and led to the contravention by minorities as they were deprived from their rights. Very nice. Very nice, Ritik. Awesome. Civilians trapped in the beleaguered Gotham City were saved by Batman. Very nice, Gulu the Slayer. Awesome. Mehek, when they ate lost and found, when they ate lost and found, you chip a magical dish. Okay. All the lost things came to them by themselves, and for achieving their goals, they had to restore all these lost items to their respective owners. Huh? What? MJ, can you rephrase this? I did not understand. Okay, so there's a magical dish called Lost and Found. Lost and Found dew chip. Okay, and when they ate it, are you trying to mess with my head early in the morning, early in the afternoon? Okay, Christy, my job uh, becomes a sledgehammer for me now that I'm not able to do anything. Very nice, Christy. Good job. Good job. Good job. Ashrita, his best friend's death has. Thank you for hearts. Thank you. Ashrita, uh, his best friend's death has kept him in beleaguered situation. Very nice, Ashrita. Good job. The darkness which comes from doing bad deeds can never restore one's soul's purity, but no, and they will never be exempted from God's judgment. Wow, Palak, khatarnak. MJ, uh, D.Y. Chandrachud is designated as the 50th Chief Justice of India. Absolutely correct. Good job, Vedika. My maternal grandmother's death was a beleaguered situation for me to overcome from it. Very nice, Vedika, and I'm sorry for your loss. Um Ritik, this notice is here by to inform that the Cinderella designation is awarded to Rakhi Sawant. This is a notice to inform all of you that Cinderella designation, the designation of Cinderella, but designation cannot be, okay, designation was given, okay, was given to Rakhi Sawant. Good job, Ritik. ये वाला उतना मजा नहीं आया honestly. Okay, you could have made a better sentence, I'm sure. Tiranga, 50 police officers to arrest two unarmed men is surely a case of using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. Very nice. So I'm moving to those family for talking for taking their case. So you can tell me all the best. Okay, not say me, you can tell me all the best. All the best, Tiranga, all the best. Your You are as CJI of India, designated as the, oh my God, thank you, but no thanks. Canada, yes, Canada, not Canada, Canada. Okay, I am the leader of those little treaters. Okay, very nice. 18 years is a legitimate age to vote. Okay, 18 years is a legitimate age to vote. Okay. Um, Crippling means ऐसा situation जो आपको डुबा देता है. Okay, you cannot come out of it. Okay, so it is something that cuts all sources of any good thing happening around you. Okay, so basically crippling is a situation that will leave you devastated. Okay, तो मतलब बहुत ही बर्बाद करने वाला situation. Okay, his inflammatory words sledgehammered my feelings so bad that I felt I will never come out from this beleaguered situation. Very nice, Palak. Awesome, awesome. Vedika SC decision on giving Methi community SC status led inflammatory conditions between Methi and Kuki community. Very nice, Vedika. Good job. Hevan, no matter. Okay. Akansha, they are exempted of all the levies that had to be pay to the feudal lords. Okay, very nice, feudal lords. Akansha, good job. Sonu, ma'am, I have a doubt. मेरा जीके बैकलॉग है. मैम तो पहले ये करना चाहिए या बैकलॉग साइमल्टेनियसली. सो सोनू, आपका सोनू ओके, आपका जो बैकलॉग है आप वो जीके, ओके, दिस इज समथिंग जिसके लिए आपको दोनों के लिए टाइम निकालना पड़ेगा. ओके, इट इज नॉट समथिंग दैट यू हैव टू डू दिस और दैट. ओके, ऐसा नहीं है कि या तो आप ये करिएगा या तो आप वो कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, दोनों, बिकॉज दे आर कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट थिंग. ये जो मैं कराती हूँ एडिटोरियल एनालिसिस इज स्पेसिफिकली to understand your how to comprehend a passage. Okay, how to decode a passage. That's what we are focusing on, and vocabulary, not on GK. So you have to make sure कि GK के लिए आप अपना GK backlog साथ साथ में करते रहे. Okay, and this is something that you can always listen to. Okay, so do that, Sonu. काहे हमरा पे भरोसा नहीं खे, नहीं खे. Okay, this, oh, it is a web series. How have I not heard of it or seen it, MJ? These days I'm not seeing anything as well, so maybe I've missed out. Good job. Okay, Sanjana. Sanjana, good job, MJ. Moving on to Sanjana. When you are trying to forget someone and the same time not letting them go is beleaguered time. Very nice, Sanjana. Is a very beleaguered time. Very nice. Gulu the Slayer, she picked up the sledgehammer and started to bang it on her own head. Uh. Why did you use she? It should be he. He picked up the sledgehammer, okay? Because men are this destructive. Women are not this. They will not pick up sledgehammers. They will pick up a knife and stab you probably, not themselves. Okay. So Gulu the sledge. Make it he. Ashrita, seeing my best friend with another girl is sledgehammer situation for me. Very nice, very nice. Uh, Attack crippled Japan. Very nice, MS. The Hiroshima attack crippled Japan. Very nice. One. No. बच्चों की वेब सीरीज है. Okay. That's I know. मैम मैंने भी स्टार्ट किया है मेरी क्लैट की प्रिपरेशन सो आप प्लीज कुछ टिप्स दोगे एंड आई वांट टू टॉक टू यू प्लीज मैम. MS, you are free to talk to me. I'm talking to you and I'm giving you tips every time that I get a chance to. And please Telegram channel पे subscribe कर लेना. वहाँ पे आप you can get in touch with me. You can talk to me. I will give you advice and make sure that you are attending my special class, the Wheel of Free English. Okay. Um. So and you have to be very aggressive. In your preparation, consistency at least 8 hours or more you have to be giving to your preparation. Okay. Um, I'm legitimate to go on a Goa trip. Oh, Christy, it is not happening. I'm sorry to tell you, dear, this is just but it'll soon happen. You are the placebo, so it can soon happen. Okay, so I have legitimate reasons to go on Goa trip, but my parents will never understand this. Okay, very nice, Christy. Ritik, farmers' protest was a contravention which led to clash between police officers and peasants and caused injuries injures caused injures to many caused injuries, okay, injuries to many officers. Many of them lost their lives. Okay. यस, गुल्लू द स्लेयर वो लड़का होना चाहिए था. यही आपकी गलती है. यही मैं करेक्ट कर रही हूँ आपका. यहाँ पर उस सेंटेंस में कोई गड़बड़ी नहीं है बट it had to be a guy, not a girl, who was doing that. Okay. So no, you search it on YouTube, you will be able to find it. Okay. Okay, MS. Sure, 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 sure. Please do talk to me in the evening. All right. So let's move on to the next set of words. Adhere. Adhere भी हमने बहुत बार किया. Okay. So adhesive भी आते हैं. Adheres भी आते हैं. Okay. So uh, adhere is to believe in or follow the practice of. Okay. Adhere to something. Okay. So we always say uh, he is going to adhere to all that you are saying. Okay. Adhere to इसके साथ लगता है. Okay. Dragnet हमने vocabulary for people in a hurry जो series की थी उसमें हमने dragnet देखा था. Okay. तो dragnet is बेसिकली एक मछली पकड़ने वाला जो बहुत बड़ा सा नेट जाल बिछाते हैं. ओके, दैट इज अ ड्रैग नेट. ओके, सो a systematic search for someone or something, especially criminals or criminal activity. So in that case dragnet जो हो जाता है अगर हम पुलिस और चोर पुलिस की बात करें तो ड्रैगनेट इज पुलिस क्या करती है जाल बिछाती है चोरों को पकड़ने के लिए. ओके, या स्ट्रैटेजी जो यूज करती है दैट इज द ड्रैगनेट. ओके, so that becomes the dragnet over here. Next is ploy. Ploy is also something that we have seen before. Not really sure. Okay, कनिंग प्लान. ओके, बहुत ही शातिर वाला प्लान. कनिंग इन द सेंस cunning is smart or witty in a bad way. Okay, in a negative way. Okay, cunning is someone who has a hidden agenda behind doing something. Okay, so cunning is a very sly person. You can also call cunning sly. Okay, so as sly as a fox or as cunning as a fox बोलते हैं, simile use करते हैं. So cunning क्या होता है, ये ploy क्या होता है, एक cunning plan को कहते हैं, या action designed to turn a situation to one's own advantage. Okay, अपने advantage के लिए उस situation को अपने advantage में कैसे कर ले. Okay, कुछ लोग होते हैं जो हर चीज में अपना advantage देखते हैं. Okay, तो वैसे लोग बहुत कनिंग होते हैं. ओके, बिकॉज दे आर जस्ट लुकिंग आउट फॉर देमसेल्व्स एंड नॉट थिंकिंग अबाउट what repercussions will it have on others. ओके, सो प्लॉय क्या चीज होता है, तो प्लॉय वैसे ही एक प्लान होता है जिसमें लेट्स से कि मैं इससे कितना एडवांटेज ले लूं. ओके, मैं इस सिचुएशन से मेरा क्या फायदा हो सकता है. ओके, या इस लड़ाई में मैं अपना कैसा फायदा निकाल सकता हूं. ओके, सो दैट इज अ प्लॉय. ओके, सो ploy or a plot. Okay, then is isolate karna. Okay, is to seclude. Okay, so cause a person or place to be or remain alone or apart from others. Okay, so isolate करना मतलब generally क्या करते हैं, isolation में कोविड के टाइम एवरीवन वाज आइसोलेटेड. ओके, सो आइसोलेटेड मतलब किसी को अकेले छोड़ देना. ओके, किसी पर्सन को या प्लेस को अकेला छोड़ देना. ओके, अकेला छोड़ देना या सबसे अलग कर देना. ओके, सो शी even in a crowd of 100 she felt isolated. Okay, even in the crowd of 100 she felt isolated. Okay, that means she felt alone. Okay, intransigence. Okay, this is a new word, intransigence. Okay, intransigence is the refusal to change one's view or to agree about something. Okay, तो अगर कोई intransigence display कर रहा है, okay, intransigence display कर रहा है, that means the person is refusing to change their own view. Okay, मतलब मेरा जो view है मैं उसी पे डटा रहूंगा, टिका रहूंगा. Okay, and किसी से वो अग्री भी नहीं कर रहा. ओके, दैट इज इंट्रांसिजेंस. ओके, दैट पर्सन इज नॉट गोइंग टू अग्री विथ एनीवन and is sticking to his own belief or perceptions or his views. Okay, or his opinions. Okay, so refusal to change one's views or to agree about something. Okay, so कोई भी चीज के बारे में agree करने को तैयार नहीं है, अपना view change करने के लिए तैयार नहीं है. Okay, that is intransigence. Okay, so the politician's intransigence has caused a lot of chaos in his subjects or in his people. Okay, so स्पोरैडिक लास्ट वर्ड है, ये भी हमने पहले देख लिया है. स्पोरैडिक का मतलब क्या होता है, अकरिंग एट रेगुलर इंटरवल्स और ओनली इन अ फ्यू प्लेसेस. ओके, स्पोरैडिक इज समथिंग दैट अकर्स इन मैंने स्पॉन्ज बॉब का एग्जाम्पल दिया था. वेन एवर यू थिंक ऑफ स्पोरैडिक यू शुड थिंक ऑफ स्पॉन्ज बॉब. ओके, सो ये स्पॉट्स नॉट इन रेगुलर इंटरवल्स, it is irregular intervals, right? So something that is happening in different, मतलब कोई पैटर्न नहीं बन पा रहा है. ओके, स्पोरैडिक, स्कैटर्ड, यहाँ हो रहा है तो कहीं और हो रहा है, बहुत दूर जाके कहीं और हो रहा है. सो देयर इज नो पैटर्न. ओके, सो we cannot call him a serial killer because his killing style is very sporadic. Okay, so his killing methods are very sporadic. That means he does not kill in the same pattern, so that's why he's not a serial killer. He does not qualify to be a serial killer. All right, so that is it. So adhere, dragnet, ploy, isolate, intransigence, and sporadic are the words. So let's look at the sentences. I adhere to my religion. Okay. Good job, Vedika. Ma'am, I'd like to hear Mehak instead of MJ if you are fine with it. I am so sorry for this suggestion if you find this inflammatory. So now I'm not sure, Mehak, if you want me to call you Mehak actually, or is this just a part of a sentence? But Mehak it is. I will call you Mehak. Whatever you want me to call you, I will call you that. Mehak. Yeah, because it's quite a nice name. I like the name. Anything that has to do with smell, I really like it. Very nice. Fragrance, not just smell. Okay, just fragrance. Anything that has to do with fragrance. All right. Let's. I adhere to my religion. Then is Ritik. IT. Oh, it will be a beleaguer situation for the evildoers when Kalki will take place in Kalyug. What? What, Ritik? What? Okay, Gullu the Slayer. The method of fishing employed was to secure one end of the dragnet on the shore and the other on the boat. लेकिन वो एम्प्लॉय ने मुझे और ड्रैगनेट दोनों को पानी में गिरा दिया. Very nice, Gullu the Slayer. Good job. But this is the dragnet that you're talking about, actually, the dragnet, okay? Once in the bloodstream, the bacteria adhere to the surface of the red cells. Okay, that is to stick to. Okay, in that case, जो आप त्रिरंगा use कर रहे हैं, that is to stick to. Okay, stick to. That is another meaning. So one meaning is to stick to something. Okay, stick to. Okay. इसीलिए adhesive लगाते हैं when you don't want your mats to slip. Okay, slip नहीं करने के लिए, तो उसके लिए उसके नीचे हम adhesive लगाते हैं. Okay, so that is to stick to. Okay, so जैसे ही वो red blood cells के साथ stick हो जाता है, a strong sentence from my weak biology knowledge. Wow, 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 wow. Triranga. I adhere to Buddha's teaching. Very nice, Christy. Good job. I went to London so that I can dragnet Nirav Modi. Sahil, good job. They adhere to their traditions. Very nice, Ashrita. Good job. His breathing is like a tight dragnet and covers with her whole individual. His breathing is like a tight dragnet and covers with her whole individual. ये second line नहीं समझ में आया त्रिरंगा. Everyone tries to be a ploy nowadays. No one has feelings now. Very nice, Vedika, but not true. Not true. Hivan, when I got COVID, I got myself isolated in my room for a month. I got myself isolated in a room for a month. Very nice, Hivan. My mother dragged it for me by saying my mother is a dragnet for me for saying आ जाओ आज तुम्हारा फेवरेट फूड बनाया है. Okay, my mother laid a dragnet for me. Okay, or हाँ, my mother laid a dragnet for me by saying आ जाओ तुम्हारा फेवरेट. Good job, Christy. Sahil director ploy the credits of the film so that he can look superior. Very nice, Sahil. Good job. Gulu the Slayer. रणभूमि में युद्ध हो इससे पहले मन भूमि में खेला जाता है is a usual ploy of Shakuni Mama. Very nice, Gulu the Slayer. Good job. Sanjana, I really want to isolate myself from this fake relationship and adhere myself to work more upon me. Very nice, Sanjana. Good job. Vedika, fantastic sentence, Sanjana. Uh, s- s- COVID, Vedika sentence, COVID was the time when we all were asked to isolate ourselves wherever we are. Rohan, my PE teachers, very nice, Vedika. My PE teacher started Dragnet for me after he sent me to bring duster from section D. Very nice, Rohan. Good job. Aman, I have put a Dragnet in my house today to catch rats. Very nice. Bill se nikal aaj tu bas. Very nice, Aman. Good job. I need to isolate myself for getting good rank in CLAT. Very nice, Sahil. Absolutely. Palak, she is adhering to Greek mythology, even though I told her about Zeus stories, but she was intransigence. Very nice. She was intransigence. Good job, Palak. Good job. Um, Use every ploy to project my reality in defense of my choices. Ooh. Good job, Triranga. Shopkeeper ploy is giving compliments to me. Very nice. Ploys by giving is the shopkeeper has a ploy, um, has a secret ploy for giving these compliments to me. Okay, is intransigence same as dogmatic? No. Dogmatic is conventional. Okay, dogmatic का मतलब होता है conventional beliefs. Okay, पुराने ख्यालात. Okay, is dogmatic. Okay, so they are not very similar. मतलब synonymous कह सकते हैं because they both are sticking to their views. In that way they are synonymous, but not same. Okay, your mothers often feel isolated. ओके, फोन छोड़ो और मम्मा के साथ टाइम स्पेंड करो. Oh, how nice, Gulu the Slayer. Palak, police made a dragnet for, but what about the class, Gulu the Slayer? अभी फोन नहीं छोड़ना है, अभी नहीं जाके करना है ये सब. ओके, क्लास के बाद. Police made a dragnet for Dawood Ibrahim, but he was so ploy that he isolated himself from the police by sporadically changing his place. Awesome, Palak. Awesome. Good job. Fantastic. क्या मजा आ गया पढ़ के. Palak, good job. Awesome. Modi never intransigence in UN. Sahil, try again. He tries to control people in a sporadic way. Very nice. Very nice. I adhere that it is better to be isolated in a place instead of arguing with relatives. Okay, Christy, good job. All right. Let's get to the we have discussed enough of words, so let's get to the important announcements and then finally to the editorial, which is now more important than the words. Okay, so let's get to that. It would be better if you avoid such contraventions. Conversation better you avoid class ke baad. What? To end demon Kali, you narcissist. Okay, it will be a beleaguered situation for the evildoers when. Okay, this is Kali. When Kali will take a. Shivi, hello, Shivi. Okay, so understand something. Please, I understand you all have your own religious sentiments that you want to adhere to. Okay, but make sure that it does not extremely reflects in your like that is not the only thing that you're making sentences on. Okay, please try to keep your religious sentiments as much out of the class as possible. Okay, that would be my humble request. Okay. सोनू देखूंगी, सबका देखूंगी, बट पहले we have to move on because we have been discussing this for quite a while now. Ma'am, trying to decode what's happening in the chat. Yes, Alpesh, I'm always lost when it comes to something in the chat that is happening and I have no clue what is happening. And as soon as I see something interesting, I want to know, but I still don't get it. Anyway, CLAT Assure is an assurity from our side that जब तक आपका CLAT नहीं निकलता हम आपके साथ हैं. Okay, the terms and conditions इसके लिए हैं कुछ कुछ. तो terms and conditions ये हैं कि you have to submit your admit card before CLAT 2024, minimum 300 hours. Oh, thank you for all the hearts, everyone. Nice and supportive, you guys are fantastic. Okay, minimum 300 hours of watch time on Plus courses. Should have attempted at least 10 live tests. Applicable on Plus, that is 12 months and above, and all iconic subscription purchases. Free extension will be granted for 1 year Plus subscription. All right. Now, ऑल इंडिया क्लैट फ्री स्कॉलरशिप मॉक टेस्ट आ गया है आपके पास, जिसमें यू हैव अ चांस ऑफ विनिंग अ स्कॉलरशिप वर्थ 1.25 crores. And this is happening on July 2nd at 2 p.m. And this will be based on the new pattern. All right, so please make sure that you scan this QR code and enroll yourself for the mock test. अब CLAT के 10 sectionals, 10 full lengths that will be based on new pattern will be delivered right at your doorstep. And this is available. Mocks, printed mocks किसके लिए available है? सारे iconic batches के लिए available है और 12 months and above plus subscription के लिए available है. जून का कैलेंडर ये रहा और इसमें अब सारे जितने भी टेस्ट बचे हैं are specifically for plus students. So please make sure that you're making full utilization and giving sectional tests as well, okay, with the same seriousness that you give all India CLATs mock test. Okay, now level up for CLAT is a foundational batch for CLAT, ALIT, SLAT, LSAT, MHCT 2024, and I am taking English language in this batch. So if you wanna if you wanna run away with me in a galaxy and I'll take you for a ride, chi, how bad that was. um मैम हर कोई साथ देना के टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस क्यों रखते हैं? बिकॉज गुल्लू द स्लेयर सबको अपने अपने काम करने हैं एंड सबको इट इज अ कैपिटलिस्टिक मार्केट. ओके, यू कैन नॉट बी अ सोशलिस्ट ओवर हियर क्योंकि एवरीथिंग इज बेस्ड ऑन some sort of profit. Okay, so we need something back when we cannot just keep giving and giving and giving and not expecting any thing in return, right? It cannot be that way, right? So Level Up for CLAT is a foundational batch for CLAT and ALIT, LSAT and MSCT 2024. अगर आपने preparation अभी start किया and you want to learn English from me and the other awesome educators in this batch, so you can join the batch by using my code Vaishnavi10. VAISHNAVI 10. Okay, Mission Batch 2025 is an integrated batch for CLAT and boards, and this is starting from June 17th. And you can use my code Vaishnavi10 to subscribe or enroll. एस लीगल, अगर आपको इस साल नहीं क्लैट देना अगले साल भी क्लैट देना है तो क्लैट 2025 के लिए बैच है एस लीगल. अगेन माय कोड इज Vaishnavi10. It's VAISHNAVI 10, and I am taking English language in this batch as well, so you can join this batch as well. Not as well, either of the batches. Okay, overkill. All right, let's get started. Can we get started? पानी नहीं लेके, क्या पता, मेरे घर में पानी नहीं लीक होता, क्लैट का पता नहीं. I got you all night, you're my starlight. Yeah, yeah, Dua Lipa. She's awesome, isn't she? Anyway, Vedika says, let's dive in. I'm still waiting. Okay, Hivan says, let's dive in and let's roll. All right. Sanjana, you need me? I need you too. What? You need me to what? My sugar boo. I'm levitating. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you all night. You're my starlight. All right. Coming back to overkill. Okay, overkill. Let's get to this. Okay. All right. So the heading that is given, the title that is given is overkill. Now let's move on to the editorial. बहुत tough editorial नहीं है, but I want you to tell me the tone again. Okay, so let's see if you are able to get the tone or not. You want me to sing the whole thing or what, Sahil? I know the entire song, but why are you telling me the lyrics? Do you want me to sing it? Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, you're completing this. Okay. Okay, I need you. Oh, Sanjana. Oh, that's what you were doing. There. we cannot even vibe together because there's a 9-second gap. So by the time I finish my conversation, then you start laughing. So I don't even know what you're laughing about, or the topic, or the context. Everything is lost in conversation. Okay. Anyway, coming back, the Manipur government's decision to extend net shutdown lacks merit. Okay, so basically the author is saying कि इसमें कोई merit नहीं है, ये कोई plus काम नहीं किया इनको, उन्होंने positive काम नहीं किया है, ये जो shutdown किया है net का, ये जो extend कर दिया इन्होंने decision to shut down net in Manipur, मणिपुर गवर्नमेंट ने जो डिसीजन लिया, ये इसमें कोई मेरिट नहीं है. ओके, ये कोई अच्छा काम नहीं किया इन्होंने. ठीक है, सो द ऑथर इज डेफिनेटली not happy. Okay, that is what we get to know, ki the author is not happy with this decision. Okay, because he himself is saying lacks merit. Okay, that means he is not happy. All right, so let's move on to the main idea. तो ये हमारा हो गया conclusion. Main idea: the Manipur High Court on Tuesday granted limited internet access in designated places in the state after a petition seeking the restoration of net access. Okay, तो मणिपुर हाई कोर्ट ने क्या किया, लिमिटेड इंटरनेट एक्सेस इन डेजिग्नेटेड प्लेसेस, कुछ डेजिग्नेटेड प्लेसेस में लिमिटेड इंटरनेट एक्सेस रिस्टोर कर दिया है आफ्टर एक पेटिशन आया था कि हमें चाहिए भाई नेट चाहिए. ओके, सो हाई कोर्ट ने कुछ प्लेसेस में वापस से इन लिमिटेड इंटरनेट एक्सेस प्रोवाइड कर दिया. ओके, डेजिग्नेटेड प्लेसेस में. Shutdowns began following the violent conflagration on May 3rd, and there were extensions of restrictions since then. The last one being an extension order on Wednesday till June 25. Okay, so the author is still here talking about कि ये जो नेट का यहाँ तक बस मेन आइडिया है, राइट. इट इज जस्ट द मेन आइडिया. कहाँ तक है, यहाँ तक है. ओके, दिस बिकम्स द मेन आइडिया, राइट. All right. I got you all night. You're my starlight. I need you. Oh. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. Okay. Now, अब देखो यहाँ पर क्या इट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट कि अब पहले बता दिया कि द मेन आइडिया इंट्रोड्यूस कर दिया ऑथर ने कि हाई कोर्ट ने क्या किया, कुछ जगह पे इंटरनेट रिस्टोर कर दिया है एक पेटिशन के बाद. ओके, अब द ऑथर इज गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट, ये इंट्रोड्यूस कर दिया ऑथर कि किस बारे में बात कर रहा है, नेट कनेक्शन हाई कोर्ट से रिलेटेड एंड कितना कहाँ ग्रांट हुआ है. ओके, दिस इज व्हाट द ऑथर इज गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट. अब पहले बता रहा है, अब द ऑथर इज एक्सप्लेनिंग कि शटडाउन कब हुआ था नेट का. ओके, वायलेंट कॉन्फ्लैग्रेशन, जो आग लगी थी, बहुत ज्यादा आग लगाई गई थी इधर उधर. कॉन्फ्लैग्रेशन मैंने बताया है, राइट, आग लगाना, huge violent fire. Okay, so violent conflagration May 3rd को जो हुआ था, उसके बाद से क्या हुआ था कि and there were extension of restrictions since then. Okay, उसके बाद से extend हुआ जा रहा है कि certain जगह पे restrictions था. Okay, the last one being an extension order on Wednesday till June 25, 25 जून तक extend कर दिया गया है उनका net shutdown. Okay, the request made is legitimate as shutdown have a crippling effect on many and economic activity and livelihoods. Okay, so ये जो request है, the author is saying कि ये जो इन्होंने request किया, ये तो legitimate request है भाई, कि आप इंटरनेट इतने टाइम तक बंद कर दोगे तो बहुत लोगों की रोजी रोटी, बहुत लोगों का जॉब, बहुत लोगों की बहुत सारा चीज डिपेंड करता है इंटरनेट पे, राइट. सो ये बहुत ही क्रिपलिंग इफेक्ट दिया इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज और लाइवलीहुड पे. ओके, सो दैट इज अ जेन्युइन कंसर्न इज व्हाट द ऑथर इज सेइंग. Citizens have been unable to access vital services such as e-commerce related activities except for those who can get exemptions from the shutdown with government's permission. Okay, so the author is now talking about कि कैसे public जो जनता है उनको problem हो रही है, कैसी problem हो रही है कि उनको इंटरनेट एक्सेस नहीं मिल पा रहा है, जिससे की वजह से ई कॉमर्स रिलेटेड एक्टिविटीज पूरी बंद हो रखी है। ओके, और बस कुछ कुछ लोगों के पास, जिसके पास परमिशन है गवर्नमेंट के, जिस जिस जगह पे गवर्नमेंट की परमिशन है, वहां उनको एग्जाम किया गया है इस रूल से, उनके पास इंटरनेट आ रहा है, बाकी जगह नहीं आ रहा। ओके, वायलेंट इंसिडेंट्स have occurred in the state since May 3rd, and relation between Metis and cookies remain tense. Okay, so अब ऑथर क्या बता रहा है कि बहुत सारे वायलेंट इंसिडेंट्स हुए हैं। Okay, now the author is again changing topic. This still here was about the permission. Okay, कि कैसे इंटरनेट जरूरी है और ई कॉमर्स के लिए जरूरी है। Okay, और कैसे लोग का जेन्युइन कंसर्न है। अब द ऑथर इज टॉकिंग अबाउट कि कैसे ये जो वायलेंट इंसिडेंट्स हुए थे मई 3rd से जो शुरू हुए हैं, ये बहुत सारे वायलेंट इंसिडेंट्स हुए। ओके, मेथीज और कुकीज के बीच में सिचुएशन अभी भी टेंस है। ओके, दैट इज व्हाट द ऑथर इज सेइंग, बट द ऑर्डर, ओके, ये तो सही है कि ये है, लेकिन जी ये जो ऑर्डर है, सीकिंग टू एक्सटेंड द शटडाउन cite threats to law and order and the role of antisocial elements, a euphemism for extremists, including in violent acts or the posting of violence promoting material, rather than explicitly seeking to restrain these bans because of public emergency or in the internet interest of public safety, as required by section 5(2) of the Telegraph Act 1885 and Telegraph Rule. Okay, now basically इतना लंबा लाइन है ये, बहुत ही, you have to break it into different chunks. And how are you going to do that? How are you going to break it into different chunks? ये, this is your hint, this is how you will break it into different chunks. Okay, so सबसे पहला chunk क्या बता रहा है? Okay, लेकिन, okay, so it starts with but the order seeking to extend, ये किस चीज का साइट यहाँ पर क्या मतलब है? Okay, what is site over here? Site is to show. Okay, it shows. Okay, shutdown shows threat to law and order and the role of sigma wala. Again, again, what is happening? Okay, but I hope everyone is listening. Okay, I hope I'm not talking to the walls. I hope that this is, I'm doing this for some reason. And you're not just having conversations over there. Hope everyone's listening. Okay. Anyway, all right. So thank you those who are listening, thank you so much. Okay, लेकिन ये जो ऑर्डर है, ये क्या दिखाता है कि लॉ और ऑर्डर एंड द रोल ऑफ एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट्स, ये एक तो थ्रेट हो गया अगर ये एक्सटेंड हो जाता है ये बैन, तो ऑथर कह रहा है कि ये क्या दिखाता है, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर के लिए थ्रेट बन जाएगा। और ये जो एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट्स हैं, एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट्स इज अ यूफोमिज्म। ओके, किसके लिए यूफोमिज्म है? यूफोमिज्म, आई एम श्योर यू हैव अंडरस्टूड इट, क्योंकि हमने टोन्स में भी यूफोमिज्म किया है, हमने फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच में भी यूफोमिज्म किया है, और यूफोमिज्म के बारे में हम जनरली बात करते रहे। तो यूफोमिज्म इज बेसिकली टोन समथिंग डाउन। ओके, किसी चीज को मेलो कर देना या सॉफ्ट बना देना ताकि वो ऑफेंसिव ना लगे। ओके, सो एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट्स किसके लिए यूफोमिज्म है? एक्सट्रीमिस्ट इन indulging in violent acts or the posting of violence promoting material। ओके, ऐसे लोगों के लिए हमने क्या यूज किया? एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट्स। तो इन ये ओके, तो दैट इज व्हाट द ऑथर इज सेइंग। और इनका रोल जो है, ये rather क्या हो गया? Rather than explicitly seeking to restrain these bans because of public emergency or in the interest of public safety as required by section, so ये क्या कर रहे हैं, ये थ्रेट्स बना रहे हैं, ओके, थ्रेट्स बना रहे हैं, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर के लिए थ्रेट बन जा रहा है। एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट्स ज्यादा इससे दिखेंगे, क्योंकि ये बैन इसलिए नहीं कर रहे हैं ताकि बिकॉज पब्लिक इमरजेंसी है, अ, लेकिन ये क्या करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, रादर देन एक्सप्लिसिटली सीकिंग टू रिटेन दीज बैन्स, और ये क्या करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, पब्लिक इमरजेंसी की वजह से ये बैन्स को रिटेन करने की कोशिश नहीं कर रहे हैं, ये उल्टा इसलिए कोशिश कर रहे हैं ताकि ये, ये जो एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट्स हैं, ओके, ये वायलेंस ना प्रमोट करें। व्हाट डज दिस लाइन इवन मीन? ओके, once again, violent incidents have occurred in the state since May 3rd, and the relation between Metis and Cookies remain tense. But the order seeking to extend the shutdown cite threats to law and order and the role of anti-social elements. Okay, तो ये basically यही बोल रहा है, okay, कि ये जो extend है, ये क्या सीख कर रहा है, ये दिखाने की कोशिश, ये एक थ्रेट है किसके लिए, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर के लिए और इनका रोल के लिए, ये एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट्स का रोल के लिए, दोनों के लिए थ्रेट बन जाएगा, ओके, क्योंकि ये इसलिए नहीं बैन करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं क्योंकि इनको पब्लिक सेफ्टी की कंसर्न है, इसलिए नहीं कोशिश कर रहे हैं, okay, so that is what the author is saying. The Manipur government also told the high court that the shutdowns were needed to block websites where inflammatory material could be published, but such a sledgehammer approach is clearly problematic, okay. और मणिपुर गवर्नमेंट ने ये भी बोला हाई कोर्ट की शटडाउन कर देना चाहिए सारे वेबसाइट्स को जिसमें इन्फ्लैमेटरी कमेंट्स पब्लिश हो सकते हैं, तो ट्विटर, इंस्टाग्राम, एनी सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म सब कुछ बंद हो जाने चाहिए, ओके। तो लेकिन ये तो क्या है, ये बेसिकली एक ब्लंट ब्लो है, ओके, टू क्लियर द प्रॉब्लम, ओके। आप उसको क्या करने की कोशिश करो, आप उस प्रॉब्लम को बस ब्लंटली उसको मारने की कोशिश करो, यू आर नॉट टैकलिंग इट इन अ प्रॉपर वे, ओके, सो दैट इज व्हाट द ऑथर इज सेइंग, ओके। सो ये क्लियरली प्रॉब्लमैटिक हो जाएगा कि मणिपुर गवर्नमेंट ने सारे ऐसे इन्फ्लेमेटरी कमेंट्स जहां जहां पोस्ट हो सकते हैं सारे वेबसाइट्स बंद कर देंगे, तो प्रॉब्लम तो हो जाएगा, दिस विल बी अ प्रॉब्लम अगेन, ओके। सो moving on to the Supreme Court in अनुराधा भाषण वर्सेस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया 2020। अब देखो ऑथर दूसरा एग्जाम्पल साइट कर रहा है, अब जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट वाला ऑर्डर था, व्हाई इज द ऑथर गिविंग एग्जाम्पल ऑफ अनदर इशू, सो दैट टू इलस्ट्रेट कि क्या रिलेशन है इन दोनों इश्यूज में, क्या हुआ था उसमें और क्या होना होगा इसमें, ओके। had held that an indefinite suspension on internet services was in contravention to the law as the freedom of speech and the freedom to carry out commercial work using the internet was a fundamental right। तो 2020 में ये जो हुआ था उसमें इन्होंने यूनियन के अगेंस्ट बोला था कि नहीं बंद कर सकते इंटरनेट सर्विस, क्योंकि ये कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट करेगा, ये डायरेक्ट लॉ को ऑफेंड करेगा, कौन से लॉ को, लॉ ऑफ फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच को, ओके, और लॉ ऑफ फ्रीडम ऑफ कैरिंग आउट वट एवर कमर्शियल वर्क जो आपका है, तो ये दोनों राइट को इन्फ्रिंज करेगा, दैट्स वाई दे डिड नॉट गो अहेड विथ इट, ओके। सो that's why the author is giving example of this। It also held that the suspension should adhere to the principle of proportionality and must not extend beyond necessary duration, okay। तो अब ये भी बोल रहा है कि ये जो सस्पेंशन है, ओके, ये जो सस्पेंशन है ये सारे प्रिंसिपल ऑफ प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी को, ओके, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी मतलब सबको प्रोपोर्शनली, okay, it should be not something that affects one chunk a lot and the other chunk less, okay, proportional, okay, and must not extend beyond the necessary duration। एक तो proportionality होने चाहिए, okay, सबको similar treatment मिलना चाहिए और ये बहुत time तक extend नहीं करना चाहिए, okay। So this is what it has also held, okay। Continuing a dragnet suspension in Manipur, in this fashion suggests that the government is merely using the shutdown as a substitute for enforcing law and order. तो अब ये जो जैसा दिख रहा है यहाँ पर कि ये जो कंटिन्यू करने की कोशिश कर रही है गवर्नमेंट, ये शटडाउन ऑफ इंटरनेट, ये लग रहा है कि जो गवर्नमेंट है वो कुछ और इशू, कुछ और चीज इन्फोर्स करने की, अपनी लॉ, दूसरी सब्स्टिट्यूट लॉ एंड ऑर्डर इन्फोर्स करने की कोशिश कर रही है. अनदर प्लॉय दैट द कोर्ट हैड कम down heavily upon in this judgment. Okay, so basically क्या बोल रहा है कि ये एक नया स्ट्रैटेजी है, ओके, गवर्नमेंट का, जो अपने जजमेंट में उन्होंने, कोर्ट ने दिखाया था कि इन्होंने, इनका ये जो प्लॉय है, दिस इज लाइक अ प्लॉय, ओके, बिकॉज कोई सेंस नहीं बनता है इसका टू एक्सटेंड द shutdown. Okay, the situation in Manipur can be tackled effectively by a regime that seeks to restore the confidence of all stakeholders, engages with civil society actors in restoring the intercommunity dialogue, isolates the extremist, and pursues a step by step approach towards restoring peace and normalcy. Okay, so अब ये क्या बोल रहा है, देखो, यहां से यहां तक क्या बोल रहा है कि मणिपुर में ये जो सिचुएशन है, ओके, ये इसको इफेक्टिवली टैकल कर सकते हैं गवर्नमेंट. ओके, कैसे इफेक्टिवली टैकल कर सकते हैं? बाय डूइंग ऑल दिस. ओके, ओके, बाय डूइंग ऑल दिस, ताकि नॉर्मलसी और सब कुछ नॉर्मल हो जाए और पीस में आ जाए. ओके, लेकिन बट विद अ beleaguered चीफ मिनिस्टर at the helm, a leader who has lost the confidence of many of his colleagues, and the intransigence of many community representatives, and their inability to rise above their ethnic identities to pursue peace. Sporadic violence continue even as those displaced are unable to return home. Okay, so basically क्या कह रहा है कि चीफ मिनिस्टर, लेकिन जैसे चीफ मिनिस्टर हैं वहां के, ओके, जितना प्रॉब्लमेटिक सिचुएशन में चीफ मिनिस्टर है, जैसा उनका रेपुटेशन बन गया है, जैसा उनको उनसे सबको सबको भरोसा उठ गया है, आधे से ज्यादा कम्युनिटीज को भरोसा उठ गया है उनसे, तो ऐसा, और ये जो इधर उधर वायलेंस हो रहा है, ये क्या और लोग अभी भी घर से डिस्प्लेस्ड हैं. ओके, ये सारा चीज अभी भी, ये सारा सिचुएशन है. ओके, ये ना करके ये सारा अभी सिचुएशन रह गया. This however does not lend to the continuation of internet shutdown that has been in place for over a month and a half, and which must end. So the author is finally saying कि ऐसा, लेकिन जो भी सिचुएशन है, जितना भी खराब हालात है, जितने भी खराब हालात है, ये इंटरनेट शटडाउन तो जो 1.5 month से चला रहा है, अब इसको, it has to end. Okay, this is what the author is saying. Okay, so basically the author is highly disappointed with the step, and the author is saying कि ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Okay, this should not happen, and this should not be the approach of the Manipur government. Okay, that is what the author is saying. And if you see, the author has used very long sentences in this passage. That's why it is becoming very complicated. So you have to break it into chunks, and you have to see the m dash से पता चलता है कि आधे आधे sentences कहाँ से कहाँ तक देखने. ओके, so the author is talking about कि कैसे सिचुएशन खराब है, और अगर ये करते रहेंगे, ये भी करेंगे, तो और खराब होंगे. ओके, सिचुएशन. So what would be the tone of today's editorial? Okay, okay. So Alpesh, you are absolutely right. It can be definitely it is scathing or critical. Okay, scathing or critical hai, and it is at the same time confronting as well, right? So critical and confronting. Okay, indignant, scathing. Okay, or and the author is also very disappointed, right? The author is very disappointed as to how the situations are. Okay, so what will be the word? What will be the tone for disappointed? Yes, Alpesh. Yes, and Vedika is as well. Good job. So, what would be demeaning is basically नीचा दिखाना, but it is not demeaning. The author is not trying to um, show that belittle करने की कोशिश, नीचा दिखाने की कोशिश नहीं कर रहा है. Censorious. Okay. Yes. Okay, because it is talking about the ban. The entire thing is talking about the shutdown and the ban. Okay, so censorious. Yes. No, it will not be disconcern. No. Concerned to hai. Okay, the author is definitely concerned. Scathing. Um, but disappointed. Okay, disappointed will also be another one. Okay, disappointed. Yeah, disappointed. Okay, so the author is definitely disappointed. Okay, so it can be that as well. So all these are the tone: critical and confronting, indignant, scathing, censorious. Okay, all these can be the tone of today's editorial. All right, that is it. Thank you everyone for attending the session. I will see you again tomorrow with another editorial. And don't forget, those who have not subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you subscribe. And at 6 today, we are going to have a session on the RC that is given on the Telegram channel. So I will see you all there. Open challenge for everyone. Let's see who gets 5 out of 5. Yes, Mehak, what is your request? Please do tell me. Ishant, where is Ishant? Ishant, ma'am, could you please make it compulsory for students not to barge into others' matters? People here are trying to spread rancor by saying contentious statements. Okay. Ishant was here. Okay, Mehak, what you are saying is, देखो, I cannot possibly, democracy has, everyone has a right to speak their own mind. So, um, I think it would be, um, I think it would be smarter. Okay, I understand Mehak your concern, and I understand sometimes it is very offensive when people are trying to do that. But you need to also understand, Mehak, that you will for now I can protect you from these things. Okay, you can request me, but in the future you will have people like this who you do not want at all in your life, but they are just there, and they are just there to uh, find out flaws in you or point out your problems and things like that. So how will you deal with it at that time? So you have to learn to maneuver your emotions through these turmoils. Okay, so that it becomes easier for you in the future. So start learning how to tackle it, okay, in a way that you don't really are. So the best way to do something in a scenario like this is to do nothing at all. And trust me, that is the best way, because if I start doing that, there will be a lot of rules, and students will again feel suffocated, and they will not be able to make sentences as they want to or wish to. So that would be an overkill. Okay, Mehak, what you are asking is would be an overkill. Ma'am, Sahil called her narcissist because she objected on calling out for not to call on MJ. Okay. Thank you, Alpesh. Now I get the picture. Now you need to know, Mehak, okay? You need to know something that are you that person, okay? Because in my 10 years of teaching, okay, I have seen students who have said a lot of things to me, okay? A lot of things. People who hide behind fake names or whatever. Or in the class itself, people have been rude to me. They have called me names. But how I react to it shows how much I know my worth. Okay, so you need to understand that. Are you a narcissist? Mehak, you are not. Definitely not, right? You know that you are not. So why should it bother you? It shouldn't bother you. Okay, and if it is bothering you, I will ask people, okay, what advice I would give to others is please stop giving judgments based on your personal opinion of someone. Okay, do not, no one actually here, nobody, none of us know each other. Okay, हम कोई भी एक दूसरे को अच्छे से नहीं जानते. So it would be um, unwise to produce your judgment on what do you think of the person. So don't call people narcissist and don't call people by anything. Whatever your opinion is of the person, keep it to yourself and make sure ki only positive things come out of your mouth. Okay, nothing negative comes out of your mouth, only positive things comes out of your mouth. Is that clear to everyone, those who are here and those who will be watching this video? Please make sure that when you are saying something, try to make someone's day better rather than making their day worse. Okay, so you have that power with your words and it affects people very much. So make sure that you say good things about people and not bad things. Everyone is trying, everyone is living their life as whatever they can make sense out of it. So everyone is trying, so don't be rude to anyone. All right, is that clear to everyone? So please make sure only positive statements come out of your mouth. No matter how nasty of a thought you have, आपके दिमाग में अगर कचरा है, आप उसको रखो. आप रखो, आपकी क्वालिटी है वो, ठीक है? आप अपने कचड़े को दिमाग में रखो, मुंह से बस मत निकालो. Okay, keep whatever thoughts you have about a person to yourself and just say good things and nice things. Okay, because that's the relation we have and that's the relation that we are going to stick to. You don't know that person personally, so you cannot make negative comments or you cannot possibly fathom the thought key that you know the person. Okay, so you cannot, so let it be. Okay, I have seen so many statements from so many students, but I have still not come to a conclusion as to how they are leading their life or what they are. Okay, so you cannot do that to people. All right, so that is it for today. Thank you everyone. Bye bye. I hope this is clear. Yeah, ignoring hurts. I know it is very difficult to act mature at that time, and you feel really hurt and you want to lash out at that person as to what the hell, why did you say all these things? I want to know. But trust me, it is not worth it. You know what you are. You should just leave it. बुरा तो लगता है. I understand when someone says something like that कि बुरा तो लगता है. Okay, when someone says things like कि मैम makeup अब मुझे नहीं बुरा लगता है, लेकिन पहले लगता था कि मैम इतना मेकअप क्यों पोतते हो, इतना मेकअप क्यों करते हो? तुम्हारा क्या जा रहा है भाई? मुझे अच्छा लगता है, मैं करती हूँ. Okay, so in the same way, you should lead your life. Try to ignore these people because they are just there to drag you down. Wear crown high and your head chin up, everyone, so that your crown doesn't fall. Queens, my queens. Bye bye, everyone. Cynical meaning, देखो cynical का मतलब ऐसा ऐसे थॉट्स होते हैं जिसमें यू थिंक दैट द पर्सन और द आइडिया हैज नेगेटिव इंटेंशन, सम हिडन इंटेंशन या नेगेटिव इंटेंशन. ओके, ऑलराइट, बाय बाय. मैं क्यों